All right, class, let's get to our seats. Today we will be continuing our lecture series on the Keepers as Virgil and Jacques prepare to go on their next mission. Last time, the young initiates met many of the other Keepers: Gregor, the artificer and inventor of the Pokéball, Kieran, the beastmaster, Henrik, the enchanter and inventor of TMs, and Amelia, the healer and potion crafter, all of whom were instrumental in the early days of the organization. After receiving their briefing on the upcoming mission in Amanita Town involving something referred to as the Sand Demon, Virgil and Jacques find themselves with some free time before their departure tomorrow morning. What will they do to prepare for the journey ahead? Will they recruit new friends to their cause? And will a simple jaunt in the woods turn out to be more than they bargained for? Let's find out in our latest installment, Wretched Beast.
That's what's happening in the background as Louie and Juniper are like fighting with each other as you all are oblivious in the foreground there in the background just going hog wild. So Virgil and Jacques,
They're fighting?
They're wrestling, they're roughhousing.
No.
Just don't let them bite you. Those teeth.
Let them bite each other.
But no, so y'all have...
Also, Juniper is going to get beat up.
Set on fire.
Flamethrowered.
So, you all have just finished your conversation with Pandora. She has told you more about your upcoming mission, but that you all essentially have the rest of today to do whatever you wish, since you all are leaving early in the morning tomorrow to head toward Amanita Town.
Virgil, I wanted to go on maybe just a short hike after the sun sets. Would you be interested in coming with?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to hang out and I think I'm going to try to play with, I think I'm going to play with Chev again. I love hanging out with Chev.
Nice.
In this rest.
I will say, if you are thinking about trying to go back into the woods and stuff, if you're going a little further away, like based on the time it takes to get there.
Oh, we should leave like soon.
If you wanted to leave sooner, because it's like in the afternoon now, so by the time you would get there, it might be closer to sunset, if not exactly.
Great. Yeah, I think in that case I'll say, actually, Virgil.
Yeah? y'all can take a little while. It's like not going to take the whole like day into the evening to get there, but it's a little trek to get there.
I'm already out the door.
And then whenever he's ready, we'll rock and roll.
Nice. So you all depart from the Keeper Fortress and start making your way back into the Shiitake Forest. Where are you heading?
I would like to check on that Hoot Hoot and say hi, and if he has any gorp left, I'll eat it myself, because I'm pretty... No. Yeah, I want to see how he's doing.
Nice. So that is your intent as y'all are heading out that way. Virgil, are you doing anything in particular as y'all are heading out and doing all this?
I think always continuing to sketch in his journal, just like the Pokemon they've seen, probably a Houndoom, a Wobbuffet, like all the things that he saw with the NPCs, with Gregor and
Henrik and Kieran
and the Demon
Amelia.
Man.
The awful Faustian bargain.
Yes. And I think he's just going to enjoy a walk in the woods. You can only have one Pokemon out at a time, right?
I mean, if you want
Can
to
I
have more...
thematically have more than one out?
Yeah, you could, like, if you just want to have them out for a walk, that's fine. You can.
Cool.
But one of them is still designated as your active Pokemon.
As my main.
While you're out and about.
That is fine. I think I just wanted to know that I could continue to keep my promise of never putting Ellie in a Pokeball. I think Juniper is at the head of my party right now, but like mechanically, but I think it's just her and Ellie are out of the Pokeballs. I'm going to keep Venonat in her home for a little bit.
Nice. You keep the fell beast tucked away in the nut.
The awful creature. Yeah, the terrifying buffer free rattles ominously in my nut.
Got a nut.
Did you take Butterfree with you? Or no,
I don't think I did
still-
actually. Yeah, because I can't carry that many right at the moment.
Right. Well, so Tigray doesn't really
Doesn't
count
count.
because Tigray's busted and doesn't fight.
But I have my good boy Chev, who I think has refused any attempts to be put in a nut,
Yes.
and Louis, who loves being in the nut.
Louis like, it's so spacious in here. There's so much room for activities.
Did you guys know that Louis is brave?
He's brave.
That's his nature. He's brave.
He is brave.
That's why his teeth are so messed up.
he is brave.
Because he's very brave.
Charmander.
Oh, it's the cutest.
My name
That's
is
the cutest thing
Charmander.
ever.
Charmander.
I would like to use the Ember.
Juniper is hardy,
Hardy.
which is gonna get.
Just a thick Bulbasaur.
You know it, but no. You actually. The problem is you can't understand her. She's just like every time she's like. I'm my Bulbasaur. If it was a boy, I would have named him Tom. Sorry, I'm done. Having my stand-up hour. This is my 15. Okay.
Is your type 5?
Roll
know it.
performance, I guess.
So,
No, I'm not the DM. Don't do what I say.
18. With no modifiers, so I step down.
hey,
Those were all funny jokes, according to the dice.
Yeah.
take that, audience. No, so as you
They
all
laugh.
are going along, you said you're sketching, and are you all on the lookout for any other Pokemon? Are you trying to avoid? Are you? I mean, I know that you're sketching and stuff, but
Yes, but I think in game, because I'm just following Jayquees. Thank you. Sorry. Woof. I was like, Ched was all that I could come up with, and I was like,
Ched?
Who?
Ched?
He's from Love Island. Calm down. He's amazing. I think I'm just following Jayquees because at this point he's an adult to me.
Right. Might as well
Terrifying.
be.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I am the follower at this point. But if there's like sounds of water or like a stream or something, I would happily go check that steez out.
Nice.
I'm interested in what Pandora was talking about when she talked to us about like class matchups.
Yeah, when she was talking about type matchups, since you're
and
going
she was
to the
like,
desert.
well, water would be good. And I was like, oh, but Juniper would be good. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So if there's water areas, I'd be interested in it.
Cool.
Absolutely. Can I help him like locate one with my forest proficiency?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can go ahead and whichever one of you wants to roll nature, do it at advantage. I think that maybe you express to Jayquees that you're interested in looking around and
Yeah,
seeing something like
for
this.
sure.
And
That is going to be a 14.
easy enough. I think that you all veer a little bit from like going directly back toward the nest of the Hoot Hoot and the area where you found that mean Spinnerack. You veer a little bit in search of, some water, a bit of creek or river or what have you. And so y'all make a bit of a detour and I think head north a little bit. And before long, you all do find yourselves at a nice little creek, a tranquil little forest creek. How are you approaching this creek area? A what?
It was a 16.
16. A little bit quicker you find this creek.
I love finding this creek. So,
To a negligible amount, we find the creek.
what were you thinking about doing here? Looking for Pokemon?
Yeah. It seems like it might help where we're going. I'm really gonna look for Pokemon wherever we go. I spent all my money on Pokeballs.
Hey, man, Pokemon are cool.
Yeah, they are.
So how are y'all approaching this sort of creek area? Are you trying to like sneak up on whatever may be here, like leaving it as untampered with as you can? Or are you just kind of like just walking, just looking around?
I'm definitely down to like.
I'm following. Honestly, I'm following whatever Jayquees does.
And I was,
frankly.
maybe this is a little less active, but I was literally going to like deliver the professor to the location and then watch what he does.
Nice.
Cool. Then I think there's probably an awkward moment where we both
After you, sir.
watch like.
It proceeds to you, sir.
Yeah, no, after you saw, I Cecilia can see the stage to you, so.
What would you do?
What would I do? Well, normally if a Pokemon like pops out at me, it's because I like stepped on his nest or something, but I don't really want to do that. Like go, mudding, noodling for catfish or whatever.
Careful and slow.
Noodling for Whiscash?
No, for Whiscash. Yeah.
We're gonna move forward, careful and slow.
Nice.
Yeah, I think poking around, looking, just seeing if there's like a deep pool with a water Pokemon in there, maybe.
If there's a Squirtle,
If there's a
Squirtle,
I'm looking for
I
a
stab
Blastoise.
Jayquees in the back of the neck and catch the Squirtle.
Okay, well, so first of all, both of y'all roll stealth as you approach.
Huzzah!
11.
20.
20.
I literally am going to step on someone's nest.
With that, each of you roll a D100.
23.
Roll 100, Andrew. You gotta roll 100. There it is. Well, it's either 109 or 9.
Got it.
Whichever one you have on your list
Oh my gosh.
to represent. If you have 109, I'll take it.
It's the 9.
Okay. Fine, you too. Be great. I die. Oh, when I was going through my Pokemon cards, I found the Mew card that they gave you
With the movie.
for the movie.
Yeah.
The one that was like a tome, tablet thing. And I was like, wow,
Yes.
this was way too popular. They sold way too much bent cardboard.
We're having this discussion as my
like-
foot is in like a catfish hole.
Jake Weiss and Virgil are both like,
Oh, they're noodling on my toes right now.
Well, so
I got a Magikarp just chewing on my neck.
Let's be honest. Gumming.
gumming.
I thought it had like a tooth.
One tooth.
It's perfect for you to catch now.
I think so. Oh, God. One cracked golden tooth. Here we go.
Golden tooth.
Here we go.
Magikarp. Hey man, what you selling? What you buying? I'm gonna turn into a Gyarados one day.
It
Oh
strokes
my-
its mustache with its fin.
It has the mustache, too.
Does the Kill Bill? Flips it over his shoulder. Jonah, tell us what we find.
Great, I'll leave a tale really quick. So you all approach this creek river area, and I think that Jake Weiss, you stay behind a little bit as Virgil creeps on ahead. I think along the bank you sort of make your way up and are looking around and trying to get out of the mud some, and you're getting more of like a vantage point for what's below. And you are very small. You're 12, so you are not making much noise or anything, and you seem to stay obscured.
I'm 12.
Meanwhile, closer to where you all came in, I think that Jake Weiss, you just kind of like start just looking around a little bit, and you're not trying to, make too much noise or anything, but you're just kind of walking around. When you do stick your foot into a particularly muddy area.
Ah, nut.
I was just imagining Jonah being like, part some reeds and Beedrill nest. Hundreds.
It wasn't a one.
You just stepped in a yellow jacket nest.
The murder hornets. So as you into this bit of mud where it seems to be sunken, maybe there was something that was burrowed in there, you hear, meow, meow. And there's this small blue round Pokemon. It's like a little round body and then like a little black tail and then another little blue orb under it that it's like bouncing on.
jealous.
And it's like meanly looking at you. You're like, meow, meow. As you have obviously like stepped into its burrow.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And then Chevy is upon him.
You roll initiative while up ahead, Virgil, as you are looking on, you're looking in this little area, and swimming below in the creek, you see another small blue round Pokemon, but this one has a big black and white swirl on its little tummy. But it has not noticed you yet. But what was your initiative?
11.
So with initiative rolled for Jake Weiss's fight over here, it will be the Azurill and then Chev, as the Azurill had a 14. So I think that as Chev bursts forth, this Azurill, which seemed like maybe under normal circumstances it would be pretty chill, just sees this Eevee bounding toward it, teeth bared, and just in a pure moment of self-defense goes, Azurill! And shoots out a water gun. That is only a 9 to hit, though,
That is not going to hit.
so it misses.
Chev is going to dodge out of the way of that bath because he does not like baths, and he is going to Quicks attacks this thing.
Quicks attacks.
So that's a 11.
11 is its AC.
Bam, bam. So it's 3 damage.
3 points of damage.
And then instantly, as he blasts forward, he is going to simultaneously mug it, which is what coveting is. That's a 2.
The covet misses. You note that it's not holding anything.
It's not holding.
It's not holding. It didn't have a wallet for Chef to take, so the covet misses. But then, in retaliation, once again, the Azurill just shoots off another water gun, trying to get away from Chev. 14.
That hits.
3 points of water damage.
He is a wet cat. fox dog, and he doesn't like
He is a wet Geralt of Rivia.
it. He certainly is.
Yeah, so that's happening. Virgil, you note that this is happening over to the side as Jake Weiss is causing a commotion as he is wont to do, and you just hear, Evie! The Poliwag does seem to be taking notice and is like going, it's swimming around and it goes and like swims near some little roots near the edge of this creek and continues to look on, but hiding a little bit from that.
It seems like it's hiding and is scared.
The Poliwag?
Yeah.
The Poliwag
scare guy.
It seems like it was just minding its own business, just swimming around. It's fully unaware of you
Oh,
in this moment.
Oh, jeez. Andrew's like, sneak attack. Virgil's like, what if I talk to it? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go walk near it and be like, hey, little buddy, how you do? Hi.
Go ahead and make a charisma check.
Just charisma.
Just charisma, just to see if you immediately freak it out.
A 7.
With its 19 against that, on edge because of the fight happening over in the distance, and you say, hey, little buddy, and it turns around, it's like, and it just starts splashing at you. You roll your initiative.
That's a charismatic Pokemon.
That's a 21.
21. All right. We will pop you into the order then, as essentially now they actually both rolled higher than the both of you, so we will start you.
I was content to let you just wrap up.
So as that happens, with your 21, it's like just starting to splash, but what are you doing? As it seems like it is now on edge.
I think Juniper, seeing it attack me or splash at me, is gonna shoot a leech seed at it.
Shoot a leech seed at it.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit.
All right. So that is a 19 to hit.
19, that will hit a Poliwag. As from the succulent atop Juniper's back, these little seeds lurch out, and then these little vines come out from them, almost like a net, and wrap themselves around the Poliwag.
Nice.
It is wrapped up in the leech seeds. On its turn, it splashes frantically, using water sport. That's it. It's then the Azrael's turn.
Okay. I feel like I'm catching a turd. Andrew. Virgil's extremely excited, but Andrew's like, is this a Magikarp? Like, is this Magikarp outside of Mount Moon level? The guy's like, give me $5,000 and I'll give you this great fish. And all of us in elementary school were like, this guy's gonna be, he's gotta be, that's a lot of money. He's gotta be selling us something good. And then it was like, splash. And you're like, I hate this game.
Drop a turd, it's gonna make a splash.
How much damage does it take from leech seed?
1d4 grass damage. And I rolled a 1. So it takes 2?
It takes 2 super effective points of grass damage. That then takes us to the Azrael. The Azrael continues to try to not get mugged by Chev and uses water gun once more. Just sort of like as it's doing it, it's more power than like it has to like keep itself in place. So every time it uses water gun, it just like sort of jets itself away.
Jet propulsion system.
Gosh,
it's brilliant.
It can fly.
Short burst.
Super Mario Sunshine.
It's a natural 18.
That is going to hit.
And the Azrael is going to use its huge power. Once per short rest, this Pokemon may double the damage it does on a single move that requires an attack roll. It does 5 double to 10 points of water damage.
Oh my lord. I think it not only catches Chev, I think it blasts into Jake Weiss, and he is just soaked all the way through. He's
soaked
like,
to the bone.
what even is there? And I think
Oh, man.
he's wiping water out of his eyes, he's going to try to, like, do the nature, like, what the heck is this kind
Nice.
of roll? Because I haven't done that yet. That's an 11 plus. What nature? 2. 13.
What exactly are you trying to find out about it? Just like, are you trying to air quote Pokedex
Is
it?
this the Pokedex move? Is that a thing that helps me? Like, I'm Joe, still not quite sure what the difference is between scanning one versus catching one versus seeing them.
So you can, like, air quote using the Pokedex essentially is like, you know, gets the information about it, gets like a basic description of it. Whereas, like, if you do like the nature check, it can like tell you potentially what type it is or like what its AC is or things like that.
So it has also. So what did a 13 get me? Also, I think I know what awful thing is up with this Azrael.
Oh, good.
Physically, you said huge power, right?
Yeah.
The biggest biceps because you know
It doesn't even have hands.
Yes.
Oh.
This is Azrael
He's just malformed.
with big honks.
He's just malformed
you know, like
because they don't have arms.
Scientists are angry about it. You know, like the bird, like the
But they don't have arms.
Right.
So yours is malformed.
Well, okay.
It's growing them for its next level.
It's like it wants to be a Meryl.
Just a really muscular neck.
No, I'm here for just huge biceps with no forearms or hands. It's just like trying to evolve
It wants to evolve so bad.
by the natural process of evolution, not Pokemon evolution. Like it's like, I need arms, therefore I grow them.
This is the only one that ever evolved with arms, and it doesn't live long enough to reproduce. It's the missing link.
So it's a new Pokemon. So a nature check, it would require a 15 DC to determine one of those things about it. You could get one of its traits, a move, an ability score, its remaining HP, its AC, or its nature.
So, what even is the...
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, to Jake Wees, Chev is just gonna covet it.
Nice.
14 plus 3.
Hits. Give me your wallet.
That is 4 damage on this little boy.
That's adding your stab and your dex.
No, it's not. It's just +1, so it's 2, so it's 5.
5 points of damage. The Azrael is looking pretty rough now.
Good to know.
It's getting beat up a little bit as it continues like jet propulsing itself away from Chev. Chev is relentless as he's like striking out from like the river bank as it's trying to get more in the water. Chev's like, AV.
Silver's for monsters.
But that takes us back to the top with Virgil.
Is it like, so basically doing a Pokedex thing is like a free action for the trainer?
I think it needs to be a little different in this context, honestly, because like since you don't have like an actual Pokédex to scan it with, it's essentially just like you taking down notes about it.
Right.
I think that it would help you if it's scanned in the Pokédex. It would like help you find another one if you were ever looking for another one. Like, you know how when it's like area, even if you haven't caught a Pokemon like in the games or whatever, it's like these are the kind of places where you can find it.
Find one. Cool. Can I make a check to like figure out its hit points? Is that something you can do in this?
Yeah. You can make that nature check as a bonus action to try and figure out how many hit points it has.
I'm gonna do that. 12 plus 5.
A 17.
Yes.
With a 17, you trying to gauge how many hit points it has left. It has 14 hit points remaining.
Ooh. No, not.
Not?
Maybe. I'm going to gamble with it then. Juniper's going to use Vine Whip.
Ooh, okay. Roll to hit.
Shazam. Ooh, that's going to hit. 21 to hit.
Will
Shield.
hit.
Shield. Okay, just don't roll high. God. Yeah. So I rolled a 6 plus 1, which is a 7, doubled as 14. Bye!
The vines shoot forth. These like succulent roots shoot forth from Juniper the Bulbasaur and just slap the crap out of this Poliwag, and it starts to try to swim away. If you want to try to catch it, you can try at disadvantage, but it has been KO'd.
I think he feels bad. I'm not gonna try and catch it. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Because also it's gonna move on its turn to get away and get leech seeded. So like,
Oh, it's dead.
It just died.
like if we're talking D&D terms here, I think Virgil just killed a Pokemon.
This is the most impressive.
It swims upstream away from you.
I know. I think it's fine, but I don't think he catches it. I think he's just sad because he didn't.
Juniper seems to have some pent-up aggression from earlier.
Juniper crushed it, yo. Give me my EXP, old man.
I will shortly.
Juniper ate that Polytoad. She needs EXP.
But so that takes us back to the Azrael, who I think just continues to try to water gun jettison itself away from Chev. Doesn't hit that time though, as it just shoots away, but that's only a 10 to hit.
I think Chev dodges it and then is behind the Azrael, handing me by hip checking it towards Jake who then goes, "Oh yeah, my nut," and is going to try to put this mouse in my nut.
Okay.
That's a 17.
In the back of your mind, you just get residual thought. What is it, residue of Gregor just this Pokéball is fine.
Get in my nut!
Somewhere in the woods, someone's camping and is just like,
What was the total
17.
again? 17. You toss this Pokeball at the Azrael, which slurps it up with this terrible eldritch energy, and it falls into the water and it floats a little bit. As in the water, it shakes once, it shakes twice, it shakes a third time, it clicks.
I got more EXP, old man.
Oh my god, is that a bloody... What happened? There's blood in the water.
Just crying.
Hey, man, it's...
Yeah, if you want to play that through, line, he'll just be crying.
I'm just yesing and... Oh, sick! I got this mouse in my nut.
You caught one?
You want to check it out?
Yeah.
I immediately let him out of the nut.
All right. Describe this Azrael in detail one more time, just so that for this first time, Virgil
Just
can
lock it
gaze
in.
upon it.
Lock it in.
So let me pull up a picture of an Azrael, and then
Doesn't have arms.
let me add muscle.
Vestigial arms. Have fun.
Okay, cool. So Deviant Art has not let me down, and there. I don't even have to imagine it because there it is.
No.
It is you can only describe it as Goku, but as a blue ball that has still the Azrael face and a 6-pack and just killer pecs. That's some huge power.
Bicep.
This Azrael has huge power.
And apparently, are we finalizing that this is like a nuclear runoff Azrael that has arms, or is that not the case?
I think it's more of the vestigial arm kind of thing, of where it's just through sheer willpower is I will get there.
Yeah, big arm energy.
Yeah,
That's this guy.
it is a thick lad.
Wow. That's, have I ever seen one of these little guys before?
Make a nature check.
16.
16? Yeah, I think that you've seen one if you've been down by the river and stuff. And
And it didn't look like this.
no.
I'm gonna flex with my Azrael because I have athletics proficiency.
Freeze frame.
It looks healthy, Jake.
So I rolled a 13 to flex.
I love this mechanic while I'm trying to dialogue with you.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm also entering it into my Pokédex.
Oh my
Fine.
God.
Relaxed. Oh yeah, dude. He gets massages and does yoga after he's lifting in the water forest gym.
Yeah, don't say the water gym, guys. It's a completely different place.
What is that? What, like a pool?
Misty's spotting him.
No, like the actual gym.
Oh, I see. Of course.
It was a pun, Joe. But
I'm
I guess
sorry.
you just weren't Pokemon enough.
I'm still just trying to get it in my party.
Guess you're not a master like
Dang.
me, who KO'd the thing I wanted to catch.
Beefy boy. I'm gonna.
Okay.
That type advantage, though.
I could have used tackle. I knew what I was gambling.
You knew what you were doing. You said, I can get another roll. I can look for something else.
I can roll a 9 again and find the same Polytoad half dead.
Now, if it was a Polytoad, it's just a full-grown frog that's like, ugh.
I'll just walk over, open the nut, and just scoop it in it. Just close it.
So this relaxed buff Azrael is named Arnaud. Arnaud.
Arnaud.
The French.
Want to name him Arn?
Yes.
It's just Arn.
Arnaud. Is Arn. Arnie.
Oh my God.
It was that or Amelie, but it's a
Amelia.
wow. I got this. I just mugged this mouse and now he lives with me. Is this legal?
I don't.
I can just kidnap Pokemon?
No, he seems to like you.
He's very relaxed.
Very relaxed.
Now that Chev is not, actively trying to mug him, Arn is pretty chill.
Wow. I could learn a lot from this little guy. Clearly, we both lift.
You lift? What?
Sacks of grain, mostly.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Why?
honestly, it helps. Literally, it helps me clear my mind. Sometimes, like, it gets a little frantic and hectic, and like I've angered a local turnip farmer and merchant, and sometimes I just need to lift big sacks of grain to just get it out of my system.
Does that happen a lot?
Angering turnip farmers?
Yeah.
Well, not just turnip farmers. Most people, if I'm quite honest.
Corn farmers.
Anybody. Brumbus Frumbus might be the only farmer I haven't personally irritated.
Hail and well met.
He was into it.
Nice, yeah.
I'm sorry that it didn't go so well with your murder. No, he doesn't say that.
I put my foot up.
Do you want to do some fishing or something? I think I have a pack. Is that not the case? Do I have
You don't necessarily have like a rod or whatever, but I mean, you can certainly like kind of fashion something together if you want to continue looking for more Pokemon along this stream.
Virgil
the way that
puts
it
his
flows,
little
it actually
tunic hood up. His little tunic hoodie up.
I got nothing but time.
He's 12-year-old angsty at this point.
so pale. But no, so you can continue making your way toward the west. This stream actually flows roughly in the direction that you're going if you want to stay along this for a little while and continue.
Andrew would love that.
Yeah.
Virgil would love that.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Anything I can assist with to like either scope Pokemon for Virgil or like mostly just staying out of the way.
My God, how many EXP did I get from killing that Polytoad?
Well, let's see. It's me, Professor Nichols here, the narrator of your tale, to tell you.
And then Virgil talked to God.
Well, class, as you can see, from Virgil's murder of the Poliwag, he gained...
Oh, it's a Poliwag. Sorry.
Juniper gained 40 experience points. Meanwhile, for catching Arnd the Azurill, Chev gained a hot 4 experience points.
Yes!
And you all continue making your way downstream, heading west toward the nest of this hoot hoot.
I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna sketch, and I would also like to sketch 2 versions: the version I know and the version that Jacques just caught, because maybe it's a regional thing.
This is
like
the Kinoko and variant.
The Kinoko variant is just jacked. There's one strain.
Just
It's like the
specifically,
Galapagos Islands.
specifically in the Shiitake Forest, if you go to this one river, the Azurill are just jacked.
Made of. I'm used to Coast Azurill.
You should have seen the one that got away.
The Bay Azurill.
3 if you go in the water. None come out.
So as you all
Glass
continue,
shock.
if you're going to help
Yes.
Virgil, I'd say, Virgil, you roll the D100 with advantage then, as y'all are going along. Take the higher one.
So higher's better on this action? Oh, now I know.
That's why that 9 was just a Poliwag with water sport, and that was it.
It was a turd! I knew it!
Good thing you killed it.
Frankly. So that was a 58 or a 3.
So the 58.
Can I know what the 3 would have been?
With the 3, you just see that same Poliwag just kind of floating.
I don't see it. I don't see it. It's
I
dead.
pretend I do not see it.
Sadly, we all know.
It passed away.
Because as it was going away as it was running, it would have taken, only another 2 points of damage. But 2 points under 0.
it's like the ants in like the... Like,
And Juniper just got stronger. She's just like...
it's like the ants in the rainforest that are like infected by a fungus, so they like climb up to the top of a branch. Cordyceps fungi. Yep.
You walk by some Paras as you think about this.
Is that in the world? I'll catch a bug.
As Jacques is thinking about, things with, terrible fungi controlling their brains and stuff, you all see like a couple of Paras like walking along the way, minding their own business. But as you are continuing along, you're also pointing out different things to Virgil as you're going. Are y'all sneaking once more, or just kind of looking around?
Anything I can do to help, so probably I'm just staying out of the way.
Probably. Because that's what Jacques did, and he was successful. That's what I think Jacques did, and he was successful.
Just going straight up to it?
No, sneaking.
Oh, sneaking? Okay, so go ahead and roll a stealth.
I thought he snuck. 19.
19. You creep along the brush on the side of this little creek, and you peek your head out through the little tall grass, and you look in this next part of the river where Jacques had noted some splishing and splashing around. And you see a little yellow duck-looking guy.
I give you the big thumbs up from like the How to Train Your Dragon thumbs up.
Jacques, you go ahead and roll stealth as well while we're here.
You got this! Again. I got an 11.
An 11. Go ahead and roll a D100.
You got this! 88.
88.
Oh my god!
I get carried off by like a mulch.
It's like, you got a Psyduck. Nice. Articuno lands.
So, as you're going, you got this. You back up a little bit to get out of the way to make sure that Virgil can do his thing. And you accidentally bump into another tree and zoop, coming down, hanging by a thread, you see a cocoon-looking Pokemon, very round with one eye poking out.
You truly hate to see it. I lose my gourd. Which counts as a screech.
Yes,
Jacques'
a screech attack. You roll initiative, and the Psyduck, once again, Virgil, you are not noticed, but it's like, Psy, and notices that there's something going on in Jacques' direction, but you are not with him.
He's doing the same thing. Is he doing this on purpose?
That's the thing.
Juniper's gonna use Leech Seed.
He's never doing it on purpose.
All right, so everybody roll initiative.
That's a 7.
Wait, do I get a sneak attack?
Yes.
Leech Seed?
Yeah,
Let's go! That's 20 to hit.
20 will definitely hit this yellow duck.
You're now taking Leech Seed damage, duck. I didn't have enough time to figure out how many hit points you had. Granted, if I knew how many hit points you had, it may not help me either. Because I went, how many hit points does it have? 14? I'm going to do 14 damage.
With that, what were your initiatives again?
7.
19.
19. Okay.
Wait, I lied. 18.
18? Okay.
Yes.
That's still, it'll be the same. So, you got your little sneaky sneak in on this yellow duck as it turns around with a zing, as it's wrapped up in these leech seeds. But our order will then be the duck, Virgil, Jacques, and then this cocoon.
The duck was
Zing!
I can't hear you. The psychic duck of evil is faster. It's coming to get me.
I don't like this energy.
You hear a tinge of something like that in your old noodle, Jake.
Is it coming from the cocoon?
Oh my god, do not introduce the eldritch bug to me. Do not say to me the bug can speak in my mind. I do not wish to make contact with the psychic intelligence of an insectile creature.
Oh, it has a proboscis too.
I leave.
Go ahead and make just an intelligence check. Yeah, Jake, please.
It's getting villager energy. Stuff's just becoming.
I don't know if I'm supposed to do well on this. That's a 14.
A 14.
It hit like nice mid-range too.
Whatever it was that was just happening, it does seem to be coming vaguely from the direction of this cocoon.
I take out my baseball bat. And it's a piñata.
I take out my great axe, which was in my starting equipment.
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
So it's the duck's turn.
I'm sorry.
The duck goes to scratch at Juniper with a natural 19.
Oh, well, that'll hit.
It does 4 points of damage as it zang, swims right over and starts scratching at her.
Wow, that happened quick. That is a 4.
So 8 points of leech seed.
Yup. And Juniper heals 4.
Back up to full.
Back up to full. Love that grass type. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Yes.
Right. Can I do the thing where I try and see how healthy this thing is?
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Nature. Ooh, God, that danced a lot. But it's good. That's a 22.
22. It seems like perhaps if it had a total of 18 hit points, it would be sitting at 10 right now.
On a scale of 1 to 18.
It's at 10.
Dang it. I don't trust Vine Whip at all.
Why?
Juniper's going to use Tackle.
Roll to hit.
Okay, that's a 14.
14 is the Psyduck's AC.
Rolo. That's what we want to see right there. That is a total of 2.
2 points of damage.
Yeah.
as Juniper tries to get a good position on the riverbank to come down at the Psyduck, and so she like lifts herself by the roots and just sort of shoves herself down at it, and then comes back to the riverbank. But then it is Jacquees' turn.
Get out of there, Chev! That's a psychic bug! I hate it! Louie, you're up! Yeah! And I throw the nut at the...
Okay, so you're using your action to swap out
Yes.
Chev and Louie. All right, cool.
Can I do a bonus, just check it out?
Yeah, totally.
You know what? I hate it. I don't want to know anything about it. Louis comes out. Charmander.
Charmander.
It's so cute, but it's also so sad. Amelia.
Oui, oui, Charmander. So,
Sweet Napoleon!
do you do anything with your bonus action, or is that just
I
it?
don't have anything.
Great. On the bug's turn, it uses Harden, and
Oh, God. It's one of these.
You threw a nut at it. It's hardening. Swish.
as it hardens, its little like eyelash, where its little eyes poking out of the little cocoon, its eyelash just like flickers. And what do you? First of all, make another just intelligence check. 13.
Yes.
You hear a little bit of residual. What does he hear? Same vein as before.
That's all I got.
But that'll take us back up to the top.
Get out of my head!
Wait for it.
I'm so hard.
That's getting cut.
What? It's what he did.
That's
Not foul at all.
the GM's discretion right there.
But that takes us back up to the top with the yellow duck as it goes to scratch at Juniper once again. That was a 2 to hit.
Does not hit. Juniper's too good.
The duck misses.
1 in 4 chance the duck's done.
You have to catch this duck.
It takes 4 leech seed damage, so just 4.
Just 4?
Yeah, it takes 4.
Is it 4 super effective points?
No, it's 4.
Just 4?
But is it super effective?
I mean, if it's grass, it's super effective.
It took 4.
I'm just staring at this cocoon.
Just saying, it took 4.
Just 4?
Yeah, it took 4.
It takes 4 points of leech seed damage.
Okay. It takes 8.
The Psyduck begins swimming away.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe.
I'll try to just do my best Peyton Manning and just lob a Pokeball into the back of its dome as it runs.
You do the Buddy the Elf snowball fight where it's like swimming away. It's like just ripping these leech seed like vines off of its body. Is like,
Ew. I don't need to know about the intravenous nature of leech seed. I just want to see the bubbles in the original Gen 1.
17?
17.
I rolled a 14 and a 13.
You toss this terrible nut at the duck, which does ping it in the back of the dome as it's trying to swim away, and it gets sucked up into the ball. And it once again, it falls into the water.
to kill you.
It falls into the water and bobs up and down a little bit as it shakes once. It shakes twice. It shakes a third time. And it clicks.
This bug!
Meanwhile, with the bug, Jacquees.
Kill it with fire. And Louis is going to cast Ember. That is a natural 20.
Oh.
That's going to leave some burn damage,
Oh,
too,
no.
baby.
Oh, no.
I don't need this thing in my mind anymore. So that is a 34
To hit?
to hit.
I thought you were saying it was 34 damage, and I was like,
Oh, we'll see about that.
Okay, so for the crit, you'll double the dice, and then this is super effective. So then you will, after you've doubled the dice, you have whatever you add onto it. Like if it's got a little
2.
bonus for fire.
Yeah.
2, and then you double the whole thing because it's super effective.
That's a 1. Okay, so 2 plus 2, 4.
Okay.
Doubled. 8. But Louis breathes in the huge gout of flame and
coughs.
Charmander.
Chocolate blue.
You can kill me with fire.
I will. I can and I will.
I made the dice roll a 1.
I've seen you in my dreams and I reject your dark influence.
Death is a circle.
You have this brain conversation as you look into the eyes of this cocoon Pokemon as it bats the eyelash at you once again. comparatively unaffected by that ember, as it probably would be under most circumstances. On its turn, it hardens once more and maintains It hardens once more and maintains eye contact with you.
How good is it looking?
It's still looking pretty good.
Damn it. I just want to kill it. That's a 19. Also, did it get burned? Because it was a 20?
Yes, on a natural 20, it is burned. So it takes 2 points of damage.
And it's still looking pretty good, probably.
Yeah.
That's another 19.
A 19 does hit.
I think Charmander, Louis, is very accurate, but sometimes he doesn't shape it right with his messed up little mouth. That's a 5.
Okay.
All right. Plus 2. Doubled.
14 points.
Kill it. I mean, don't kill it, but like, I don't want... Oh.
As a much more effective ember shoots forth at this cocoon Pokemon, and it bats the eyelash more rapidly this time, and you hear...
Can I try and see what it is?
Sure.
Oh my god, it sounds like Virgil! Get out of my friend's head!
Natural 20.
Natural 20. This is a Silcoon. It evolves from a Wurmple and evolves into a Beautifly.
I've never heard of such a thing.
You cannot kill me with fire.
Oh my gosh, Joe. Oh my gosh, that's the monstrosity that you're seeing. One-eyed space demon.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it just used Harden again.
Is it, like, real bad?
It is looking much more rough now, as it took that 14 points of damage and then more damage on its turn. It does look very bad.
You know what? You do not deserve the mercy. I'm going to try to catch this thing.
All right, go ahead and roll with advantage because it's burned.
Oh, you're so good.
As a 21.
21.
You caught this thing.
You maintain direct eye contact with the Silcoon, and you walk forth calmly and just place the Pokeball against it as it is sucked inside.
I'm going to psychically confront it as it does.
Yes.
You have no power here. Now I know how Monsieur Bisset feels.
Let me join. Take me on adventure.
I will lock you
Make me strong.
in the darkest crypt I can find. Unless you turn into a beautiful butterfly, in which case I'm just going to be Butterfly Boy, I suppose.
Then I swear to become a butterfly.
As you have this conversation, and the Silcoon pledges its undying allegiance. In your hand, the Pokeball shakes once, shakes twice, shakes a third time, and in your hand, it clicks. And as it clicks, it teleports away.
Hey, did you catch it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
nice.
catch nice? Did you catch something cool too?
I don't want to talk about it.
It was a Silcoon.
Yeah, I knew that. It was very mouthy.
What? They don't have mouths.
I know. It doesn't need one.
You okay?
Yeah. Let's,
I caught a duck,
You did. You caught a side duck.
but it's not here, right? Because it teleports away.
Yes,
Or
it-
would I be able to choose to let something else teleport away?
If you choose to replace it with something else, you can teleport something else away if you want.
I'm gonna let it get teleported away.
nice job, man.
Nice job. You caught 2.
Chev. I mean, Evie.
Oh my god. What the heck are you guys doing with your hands? What is this?
So with that, after you've caught your terrible, terrible bug, as we just continue that thread, I guess, you've
really
caught your
sorry
awful
for
bug
that.
and you've caught a duck. You all continue walking along the river, just trying to get to this Hoot Hoot's nest.
Hello, friends. Jonah here to say thank you for listening to this episode of Kinoko Origins. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our amazing partner, Dice Envy. They're still rolling out more of their new Draconian dice sets. They've added green, Venusaur, and blue, Blastoise. You have got to get some of these. They could be for whatever starters you want in your Pokemon 5e game. If you're looking to add to your dice hoard, you can get 10% off of your purchase at Dice Envy by going to diceenvy.com/questco or by using promo code QuestCo at checkout. That's QUESTCO for 10% off of your entire order. If you're a fan of the Quest Company, please do us a favor and go to our page on the Apple Podcasts app or wherever you listen to your podcast and leave us a rating and review. It's a huge help to us, and we read every review that comes in, and getting more of those really does help boost our visibility. So please, if you haven't done that yet, we would super appreciate it. And if you really love what we do here at the Quest Company and you want to take the next step in supporting us, please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber. For as little as $2 a month, you can help us with necessary expenses, help us continue to improve the quality of the show, and get access to exclusive content and patron rewards. If you'd like to give us that support, you could do so at patreon.com/questcompanypodcast. You can find the link to the Patreon on our website, questcompanypodcast.com. If you'd like to contact us, you could do so directly through our website or by finding us on Instagram and Twitter at The Quest Company. You can also come hang out with us in our Discord. If you need links to any of those things, go check out our website. It's all there. We know that word of mouth is the best way to get people listening to a new podcast, and that's even more true for shows like ours. We don't do paid ads anywhere here at the Quest Company, and us posting on our own social media can really only get us so far. But if you tell your friends about us, they're way more likely to listen. They already know that they like you. So please, if you're enjoying the show, let other people know. We would love to see you posting about the podcast using hashtag The Quest Company or hashtag Kinoko Origins. And if you have fan art of the podcast that you want to share, just make sure when you post it to tag us so that we can see it. Tagging us really is the best way to make sure that we see the stuff that you post about us and the best way to guide folks directly to us. So thanks for that. Speaking of fan art, we've gotten some more wonderful, wonderful art since our last episode. Thank you to Cool Trainer GG at GladIrisT on Twitter for sending us art of Juniper the Bulbasaur. If you haven't seen that, it's awesome, super stylistic, super cool. Go check it out on our Instagram and Twitter or in the fan art gallery on the website. We super appreciate all the art. We're glad to see that there's been such a great response, and thank you all for sharing that with us. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the fantastic artists whose music is featured in this episode. Thank you to Braxton Burks and Materia Collective for the songs The Adventure Begins, Battle vs. Wild Pokemon, Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn versions, Show Me Around, Old Man, Route 29, and A Morning in New Barktown. Thank you to Dark Fantasy Studio for the songs Dark Echoes, Distant Fear, and Creatures of the Night. Thank you to Will Rock for the song Slowpoke Shuffle, and thank you to TabletopAudio.com for providing, what was it? That's right, it is the ambient sounds. That's all for me, so let's get back to the action, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll finally get to the dang Hoot Hoot nest. Maybe we won't. Who knows? It's the never-ending journey. No, just kidding, we'll get there, or will we? Thank you for joining us here at the Quest Company.
So you caught that cool duck? What's this voice?
Yeah, I did. What'd you catch?
A wretched beast that we don't have to speak of any longer.
What?
Chevy, good job. Chevy? And I think Jake looks around, and Chevy is not there. Reflexively, upon throwing out Louis the Charmander, he threw a ball at Chevy, and Chevy is in the nut.
The nut is just on the ground, and from the inside, just in your mind, you can hear the dark rumblings of Eevee.
Oh boy. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I can help you on that one.
Oh no. Hey, Louis, come on back. I think he is going to very gingerly release the nut.
All right, you let Chevy out of the Pokéball, and he just comes out.
I'm sorry, that is not what he said. What did he say? I think he chose those words on purpose for poetry,
and I ignored them on
and
purpose.
I think you should honor that. So what was it, Jonah?
No, I refuse. Look, I already let us dig too
Gently
deep into.
Released
Gingerly.
gingerly. Was it gingerly?
Yeah.
I thought it was gently. Gingerly and probably gently.
Oh, yeah.
Released that nut.
Chef comes out, bursts forth, and just looks at you and squints.
Is he frothy?
Wow, he must actually be like really happy with me because like I expected a lot worse than just like a mean look.
Yeah, I thought he would I thought he would attack you.
Oh, Chevy, I love you too.
Straight
man.
up attack you.
Yeah, me too.
Did you come up close to him? Did you go to pet him?
No, I think I give him a
Like
healthy
we're baiting the DM
thumbs
to
up.
attack you.
Hey, he's got loyalty too. So I give him like a little salute from a distance.
Make a persuasion check.
That is an 11 plus 4, 15.
You give him that salute, and he just stares at you as you are in a stalemate for a second. And then he just turns and starts walking ahead.
Wow.
He also rolled a 15.
Progress. That's what you call a team of rivals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all continue walking along the river toward the nest of the Hoot Hoot.
Did I see the Silcoon enough to draw it?
Probably so.
Okay.
If you ask him any questions, Jake Weiss is going to pretend not to know what you're talking about.
I think I'd probably try, and then I'll probably just start trying to draw it from memory, which my memory is perfect.
Oh, right, because you have keen mind?
Correct. Photographic
Which means mine is because I'm reading his thoughts.
memory.
Stop chomping my steez, old man.
You can't unsee it.
I can't. Like after images, after fireworks, you can see that red eye of the wretched beast. No, no. You shall have no purchase in my soul.
Guys, we're crossing the stream.
We're already back
We're
into
so
villagers.
deep into the villagers' energy
Why
right
don't
now.
you just name it Jeffrey Epstein? We can just be done with it.
All right, let's breathe in. And we're breathing out, villagers. I'm really excited to hang out with that Hoot Hoot. He seemed like a chill dude.
Yeah.
As you all continue, you're keeping along the river, and it's, vaguely winding that way, and then you can just pop off a little bit once you get closer to the Hoot Hoot. Are you still looking for Pokemon along the side of the river as you're here?
I will always be looking for Pokemans. I may stay closer to the river and let Jaques move more towards the forest if he wants, but
Yeah.
I think we're close enough that we can probably still communicate, but I'm just gonna stay probably closer to the water.
I think Jake is having a great time. It's been a stressful existence, and actually traveling with Virgil is pretty nice.
Nice. So you want to go...
Friendship.
Do you want to go closer to the river as you're walking along, or do you want to stick more to the woodsy area?
I'll stay in the woodsy area.
Nice. Well, as you all are continuing along and you're going toward the Hoot Hoot's nest, go ahead and roll me one last D100 for this little journey, each of you.
25.
25?
91.
91. As you all continue along your way, you are walking, and it's getting closer to sunset now. You timed out your travel to where you'd get to the Hoot Hoot about nightfall so as not to disturb it during its daytime slumber. But as you all are walking along, are you sneakily looking for Pokemon? Are you just
Yeah.
tramping out?
I think I'm just moving calm and quiet. I don't imagine he's like Krunk from Emperor's New Groove sneaking, you know what I mean? I just
Right.
imagine it's being careful.
Right.
More so, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If that's plausible in this world.
Nice.
I don't think he's trying to rogue.
Silkin's poison. Poison for Silkin.
The poison designed specifically to get Silky.
Right.
Well, would you like to roll stealth so as
I
to
would
not
love
startle any Pokemon? And what about you, Jaques? Are you just
I
dunk, 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 dunk?
I think he's having a nice little walk. I don't know if he's
Why have we
stealthy.
decided that he is in plate mail?
There's only two flavors of boy.
Dunk.
There's only two flavors of boy. Small wizard, big skunky. Big clunky.
That's a 20 in stealth.
A 20 in stealth.
17 plus 3.
You continue along the river, stealthing, as Jaques is walking along a good little distance away. There's a good amount of space between you as he's getting more in the trees and stuff, starting to veer more toward the area where the Hoot Hoot would be. But as you are looking along the river, you see on the river's edge, just basking in the last of the afternoon sun and standing completely still, looking into what may be oblivion, a pink creature with a long tail that curves upwards and has a white tip and just a blank look on its face. Yes! It does not notice you.
Hey, by the way, I'm looking at this Pokemon card. Andrew's found Pokemon cards for our current crew. Abra weighs 43 pounds. This is a 7-year-old.
These are like the OG cards.
You can tell they're still trying to figure out Butterfree. Guess how much a normal Butterfree, not a muscle Butterfree.
70 pounds.
187 pounds.
71 human pounds.
Closest without going over. I just straight up won me some
A new car.
a new car.
Sorry. Anyway, as I'm walking around, I think Jake is
That
actually
makes Butterfree even scarier.
terrifying.
Is that the 70-pound winged red-eyed monster?
I don't want a bug to weigh 1 pound.
Teardrop tattoo.
A 1 pound bug is
It's
not
too
for
much.
me. I think Jake is actually enjoy. I know he already said he's enjoying walking with Virgil, and it's very true. I think he's really enjoying this sort of travel companionship. What he's especially enjoying is the quietness of being in the woods in the late afternoon.
Yeah.
And the sort of mystique and calming effect that has on the mind.
Yeah. And as you are walking along, you do not hear Virgil as he comes upon this pink creature, this very slow Pokemon. But Jake, as you are walking along, enjoying this late afternoon quiet, you see just up ahead of you, looking directly at you, also not moving, but because it's like for a second you think that it might be just part of the foliage, part of the underbrush, and then it's like, oh, this is something. You see a familiar nut. There is a small acorn with just eyes and little tiny feet just at the trunk of a tree just looking up at you.
What even the heck is this? Yeah. I'm not approaching. I'm just stopping, and I got that palm on Chevy's scruff, and I'm like, don't eat this nut. What is it? Do I have a chance to take a look at it?
Yeah, go ahead and take a look at it.
That's a natural 1.
A natural
so
1?
Good. Oh, I'm so sad you rolled so low.
Well, I'll just tell you with a 1, because you literally just saw this earlier today. It looks like it's in the same family as Gregor's Nuzleaf.
Oh, of course. The awful Faustian bargain man had one of these.
Yes, but this looks like a babyier version of that thing.
It's baby.
It's baby is the thing about it. It is baby.
Nice.
Oh, wait, no. Gregor's not the Faustian man, is he?
There's multiple Faustian
Oh,
men.
they all are. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, Gregor's the Pokeball crafter who's like, it's enchanted, don't worry about it. Henrik is the one
Is
with the
one
terrible
that's
magic.
clearly made bargains with demons.
Well, they are all a pack of foul and eldritch sorcerers.
We're going to betray them, right, and save the world?
Oh, absolutely. I've been thinking about something. I don't know what it means. A rocket? I think we should have a team.
But as you look at it, and it stares directly at you, and then it looks down and makes eye contact with Chev, who is just growling as you hold onto his scruff.
I put him in his nut.
Ooh, okay.
And instead, very carefully, I bring out Arnie, the beefy Azurill.
And as you let out this terrible blue orb with vestigial arms, this other small nut that does not have arms at all takes one step forward. Roll initiative. How are you going about your slowpoke endeavor, Virgil?
Juniper's going to use Leech Seed. We're going to rinse and repeat and hopefully not kill it. Can I before she does that, can I use can I use my bonus action to try and figure out what it is and maybe what type it is?
Yeah, you're still hidden, so you can totally take a second to try to figure some stuff out about
Is
it.
that a nature check?
Yeah.
Woo! Daddy, that's good. That was a 19 plus. Is it 24?
24? What specifically are you trying to figure out about it?
What it is, have I seen one before? Like you know what I mean? The Pokedex, it's a whatever. And maybe what type it is?
So with your 24, you said?
Yep.
With your 24, I think that you've seen one of these before. It's not, they're not super, super common. You kind of have to go out to look for them. But in your studies, in going out to the forest with Willow and looking at Pokemon, definitely not, on your own or anything, 'cause you're deep in. But this is a Slowpoke, you are aware, and it is a water and psychic type.
Sorry, Psyduck. You're about to get replaced with a cute boy. Cool. That's fantastic. And then I think a leech seed shoots at me. Is it fishing with its tail? Can it be fishing with its tail?
Yeah, sure. It's just standing with its butt to the water.
Yes!
And the tail is just in the water.
I love them.
It is stock still. It's
They're
actually
so
looking
derpy.
pretty much like in your direction, but just past
spaced
you,
out.
through you.
I love them.
Who knows? Go ahead and roll to hit with that leech seed.
It's prob's going to hit because I rolled a 19, but it's 21.
Yep. With that, as the leech seed shoots forth at the slowpoke and finds purchase as it's wrapped up in the vines, it does not seem to have noticed yet. You roll initiative as well, Virgil. I kid you not. The slowpoke just rolled a 1.
That's 21.
21. With that, our order will be Virgil, Jacques, C-Dot, Slowpoke.
On my turn, can I try and figure out how many hit points it has?
Sure, make that nature check.
Yes.
Since I'd say the first one is probably like you're Pokedexing it that you did a second ago.
Gotcha.
You know.
18.
18? You want to know how many hit points it has?
I do, so that I cannot murk it.
At its maximum capacity, at its full health, at its highest form, it has 29 hit points.
Ooh, that's got some beef. I could do some stuff here.
There's some bulk to it, is the thing.
Then I think he's gonna tell Juniper to like use Vine Whip
Nice.
because we're gonna start taking ownership of what our Pokemon do.
You tell it to do something rather than it just sort of vibing.
I do think that Virgil thinks Leech Seed just like wraps things up. I
He
don't
doesn't-
think he knows that it's like
Sucks the life energy.
pulling the life out of it. But he's aware of Vine Whip. We're just gonna anywho, Vine Whip is going. It's happening. It's rolling. It's happening. It's a happening. It's 22.
22 does hit.
22. Okay, 10 points of damage.
5 double to 10. Super effective points of grass damage. As the vines slam out at the slowpoke. It still does not seem to have noticed.
Oh, Lord.
Jacques, it is your turn.
I'm such a fan.
Go, Arnie! And Arnie, like, turns around, this buff Azurill, still, like, with a black eye and mugged and no wallet. He looks really bad and beat up, so he's like, oh, wait, actually, and then he calls back Arnie and throws Chev back out. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. Now, did I do that on purpose to get some XP on the Azurill? Who knows?
On that grind? On that grind to grind? Maybe.
Maybe I did.
But that is your action then.
Yes.
It is then the C-Dot's turn, who, with its tiny little feet, just takes a step forward and uses Bide as it just steels itself for whatever terrible attacks Chev comes at it with. It takes on its defensive stance, ready to retaliate. That is the C-Dot's turn. The Slowpoke seems to finally understand that there's something in front of it. It just yawns.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
This garbage.
That is the Slowpoke's turn. That takes us back up to the top.
Does it take Leech Seed damage?
Correct.
Eat it. That's 8 points of damage.
All right, so that is then up to a total of 18 points of damage to the Slowpoke. But back at the top, it is now your turn, Virgil.
I think Juniper is going to let out a very, very scary growl.
Ooh. That's a natural 16. Ooh. As the Slowpoke continues to stare into oblivion, and Juniper goes, "Bah, bah." And falls asleep. It is now Jacques' turn.
Empty out your pockets.
Evie.
Nope, that's a 9 on a covet, and he's gonna follow it up with a quick attack.
Ooh, okay.
1, 2, punch.
Yeah, sure, 6.
Well, miss, jab.
Give me your wallet, and he runs into a tree. And he runs into a tree again.
These trees.
Both of these hits actually do find purchase, make contact with the C-Dot, but it seems to be completely unaffected as it is in this defensive stance.
This is a tough nut to crack.
Evie. On its turn, the C-Dot continues to stand in its defensive position, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. It has not come yet.
This is just like the Wretched Beast. He's just waiting.
Then, on the Slowpoke's turn, it looks in the direction of Juniper, who is now asleep, and it just
releases a water gun. A 16 to hit.
I think that probably does it. But yeah, my AC's 14.
It's a D6 minus 1. Juniper takes 2 half to 1 points of water damage.
All right. And it takes 8 points of grass damage.
8 points of grass damage. The
Juniper
slowpoke.
heals in her sleep.
True. She seems
Just got a nice
fine.
bath and just regenerated.
The slowpoke, though it is not aware yet, is in a very tough position. But that is its turn. That takes us back to the top for Virgil.
Cool. I am now going to pull out my Poke Nut. Just a normal Poke Nut.
Yep.
Gonna press the button, make it a bigger Poke Nut. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna toss it at that Slowpoke.
Go ahead and roll to catch.
16?
16. You toss the Pokeball at the unmoving pink beast as it is tangled up in this leech seed, these vines that are wrapped around its body, much like a fish net. It gets sucked up into the ball and falls to the ground in the sand. It shakes once. It shakes twice. It shakes a third time. And clicks.
Oh, yes.
You have caught a Slowpoke.
Nice, man.
As you go to pick it up, you hold it for a moment, and do you swap it out with anyone that you have currently, or do you leave it as is?
I think he's gonna swap it out for the Venonat.
All right, so you take a moment
And
as
hope
it
that
is
it has a psychic move.
as the Pokeball starts to glow in your hand a little bit, looking like it might be about to teleport away. You take a moment to remove the Venonat's Pokeball from your belt and stick the Slowpoke on, and then the Venonat Pokeball teleports away. But you have caught a Slowpoke. Meanwhile,
I haven't done anything yet to this thing. He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna try to mug it.
Do you need help?
Bow, bow. 19 plus 3.
that will hit.
Is it carrying anything in its pockets?
No, it is not. Only its evolved form has pants.
Oh, I see. That's a D10. That's 3 damage.
3 damage.
And it's gonna do a quick attack as well. How's it looking?
It's looking pretty good so far with only 3 points of damage done to it.
I'd imagine. It's gonna be a 13 to hit on the quick attack.
13 will hit.
Yeah. That is 3 damage on the quick attack as well.
That is your turn then. It is then the Seedot's turn. Taking this damage, it springs forth from its position at the roots of this tree and goes to strike out at Chev.
No.
But it does miss
That's right.
as it unleashes the power that it was trying to counter with, as it was trying to redirect the energy, the damage that it had taken back at the Eevee. But Chev nimbly ducks out of the way.
You can't counter if we don't actually manage to hit you. And I'm gonna try again. That's 17 plus 3.
Yeah, that hits.
Bow. Oh, it's a 4 damage.
4 damage.
And one more quick attack. Ooh, 17 plus 3.
Yarp.
That's 3 damage.
3 damage, so a total of 7.
Uh-huh.
All right, it is not looking terribly happy right now.
Should I catch this thing, Virgil?
I feel like you should always catch everything.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? Because you're cool. And I'm gonna...
What?
I'm gonna, I think, steel myself to catch it next.
I'm gonna
Nice.
wake up Juniper. Can I do that?
Yeah, since you're out of battle now, like since it technically lasts like a few
is that
turns,
plausible? Because like in the game, you would have to like use an item.
you're fine. I mean, like,
I just wanted to check.
you're in real
that it
time. It's
wasn't-
just like napping for a little bit, so she can wake up here in just a little bit, and it's fine. She would just wake up naturally. I'm not going to be like, no, your weird plant toad has got to fight again to
Why
wake
is
up.
she weird?
I guess it is a toad, huh?
Yeah.
Charbander's a lizard.
But no, the sweet girl can wake up. That's fine. The C-Dot gets in the defensive stance once more, is preparing itself once again to try to redirect.
I'm gonna bonk it on the head and take its money again.
All right.
That didn't work. That's a 7.
No.
Quick attack. 18.
18 hits.
Pow. 3 damage.
3 damage.
Oh, I thought I was gonna catch it. Whoops. I forgot.
Chev, of his own volition, you were like fumbling for the Pokeball in your
Like,
bag.
Wait, hold on.
You're like, wait, just give me like a second. Chev's like, Eevee. Boom.
Shoot, bow.
I'll trade my duck for that seed.
I gotta catch that dang seed. I gotta put that nut in the nut.
Put that nut in the nut. The C-Dot then goes to retaliate with a bide. That's a natural 18. So it will do double the damage
Wiggity what?
that Chev did to it on his turn, redirecting the energy. So Chev takes 6 points of damage.
Cool ability.
That's a cool ability. And I'm gonna be like, okay, now I got it. And I'm gonna throw that nut. Do I helping hand? I do.
Chev bonus action helping hands.
Yeah. Bwap, bwap.
That is
good thing.
such a useful.
It seems overpowered.
That's so useful. I want it.
Tell me if you think it's overpowered. 14 plus 4.
With an 18, you toss the Pokéball at this small acorn Pokemon who just landed a big hit on Chev. It gets sucked up into the ball, which looks just like the creature itself a little bit, but it falls to the ground and it shakes once, shakes twice, shakes another time, and clicks.
Nut acquired.
You have caught a Seedot.
You nutted the nut.
Put that nut in the nut.
It's Final Fantasy.
All is quiet once more.
Can we go get a bird now?
Yeah.
Let's check out that
I was just walking with you
Hell yeah.
to the bird.
That was unnecessarily aggressive on my part, and I apologize.
It's fine. I caught a real cute guy.
Ooh, what was he?
It's a slowpoke.
Oh, those dudes are really chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've hung out
Unless
with
I
those
get it
guys.
and it's not chill.
Oh, never mind then. Well, let's hope, right?
I know, right?
Well, you caught it, so hey, what is wrong with the Seedot that I just caught?
That's a great question. Yeah, well, first, is there any defining feature for the Slowpoke as well on the Seedot? Also, was there anything with the Psyduck? Was it just a normal Psyduck? Was there something special about it?
I think it was a chubby Psyduck. Mm-hmm. Because that's just cuter.
Objectively true.
And I think the Slowpoke. I think we defined the Slowpoke. I think it's a Slowpoke.
It's like,
I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean that in like, I think his central processing unit is a few CPUs behind.
Yeah, he's not quite just super, like, it seems very relaxed.
Might be super intelligent. It's just, but slow on the uptake. See, he's not the sharpest. It's not the sharpest Nerf
Bulb
toy.
on the tree. And then what about this Seedot? What's wrong with it?
Leaf eye patch.
Done. Are you just going on like DeviantArt and looking for like
Wait, no, I should though.
Type in terrible Seedot.
Cool Seedot.
You might just find a bunch of Nuzleaf with faces like John Locke from Lost.
You know, it's not far off from what I did, although that is a pacifier, and I am not looking at this image any further.
give me my EXP, old man. and give me my Pokemon.
Do you, Jake Weiss, keep the Seedot on you, or do you let it teleport away?
I let it teleport away.
Nice.
I'm hanging with my boys.
Solid.
Do you have all boy Pokemon?
At the moment, except for, I think, the Wretched Beast, which we will not speak of.
Wow. I have all girl Pokemon unless this Slowpoke happens to actually be a bro. We will see. That's not me hinting. I'm totally happy with a Femme Fatale team. I'm here for it. It's what I usually run in the Vidya game.
Yeah, the only lady type is the Wretched Beast, which we will not speak of.
So, XP-wise, Jake Weiss, Chev, and Arn the Azurill each get 8 experience points. And then Andrew Juniper gets 32 XP.
The nature of this nut is dumb.
It's a dumb nut.
You gave me a dumb nut. Yo, this nut dummy thick.
I'm mad at you. Stop.
Hey, the
stop.
most charismatic Pokemon I have. It's got that hot 14 cha.
My gosh.
Yes!
What?
The Slowpoke is relaxed.
Exactly.
It's a boy. It's relaxed.
It's a slow bro.
But can I say its moveset is Tackle, Water Gun, Yawn, and Curse.
Whoa! Curse?
Curse!
Oh my god. Yeah, Seedot's a boy as well. Still gonna name him Amelia.
But with that, from your shenanigans throughout the course of this afternoon and catching these new Pokemon, you boys have leveled up to trainer level 3.
Oh!
So you get that control upgrade.
Yes.
That is the main feature. You don't have anything new to like choose at 3, but you can control Pokemon up to SR5 now, I do believe.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. And you all continue heading toward the Hoot Hoot. Do you need a second, Andrew?
I named him. That's all.
What'd you name him?
I named him Chud. I thought about Chunt because that's what I really wanted.
Guys,
but it's just too close. I was like, no.
we have to destroy the villagers' energy. We have to vent it.
I know, but like, Joe.
Jonah has created this world.
No, but Joe, look at him.
That's Chud.
I couldn't name him like Malcolm or like, you know what I mean? His name is Chud.
His name is Chud.
I like that you were so vehemently against it, and then you looked at him. Joe, did you nickname the C-Dot?
Amelie.
Amelie.
Look, Jacques
Amelie.
doesn't have,
I'm a leaf.
and he does
As your chakras open.
Whoa! Real eyes, real lies, real eyes.
Full hearts. Full eyes, clear eyes, full hearts can't lose.
Vent it.
All right.
You all continue toward the nest of the Hoot Hoot, and as the sun begins to set, get that high five. Caught him. Way to go, boys.
Because my hand's small. Because I'm 12.
Oh, I see.
No, I don't know.
High
It's just a weird choice.
So the sun is setting, and you all do eventually veer from this river, this little creek going through the forest, and you find yourselves at the base of the tree of the Hoot Hoot. You know it to be so because there is the residue of the bad spider still remaining, web hanging in the trees, and your leftover. There's not very much, but there's just a few tiny crumblings of your gorp.
Hey, Virgil, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you keep a hold of Chev?
I don't know that I can promise that, but I'll try.
I could put him in his ball, but this would be funnier.
I reached for Chev.
Chev,
I'm
stay.
12.
Evie.
You're about to let Geralt of Rivia kill a 12-year-old.
Stay.
Evie.
Friend boss.
Can I make
Uncle
an animal
friend.
handling check?
Yes.
Chev uses helping hand.
Wait, is he actually using helping hand?
Chev? I think that might be what he's commanding.
It's fine. It's fine. I think it would have been a disadvantage anyway.
Right,
So,
true. I just wanted to cancel.
Yeah,
It's
just
not-
canceled out the disadvantage.
it's not bad. It's a 21.
21.
Ooh.
It's a 17 plus 4.
With Chev's 15, he just looks at you and looks back at Jacques.
I respect you.
As you say that you respect him, he says, Evie.
He said it back, probably.
Do I have an idea of what he meant when he said that? Can I roll an insight
Make an
check
insight
on this, Evie?
check, sure.
Not great. 13.
13. It was more like, fine.
That's what I thought.
You're doing great. I'm gonna go talk to this chill bird. And I do.
I take Chev and I put him on the ground next to me because I feel like he doesn't want to be held by me. That seems. I feel very, very similar to like Prisoner of Azkaban. Like there's like rules to Chev. Like I feel like I need to bow and like.
Yeah, he's like a hippogriff.
Hippogriff.
Like make sure that he knows that I don't think I'm above him or on his level. I think that's what I spend my time doing with my animal handling check, is communing with Chev.
Love it.
You have made the right choice.
I approach the Hoot Hoot tree, Gorp in one hand and the dusk ball in the other. And I stand there with both like held like some sort of, I don't even know, like a Hindu god in a statue form, holding out the carrot and the ball.
Is it Gorp or is it a carrot?
It's
Huge
not.
different.
It's Gorp.
Okay.
You just coat the ball into the gorp and just pray that it'll knock its like boop.
So you stand there, but have you said anything to summon the dread bird?
I'm gonna wait for a second because I'm pretty sure the dread bird knows that I'm in its domain, so I'm waiting to be acknowledged.
Can I make a perception check to stay leery of that spider?
I would love for you to make a perception check, Andrew.
That awful bug is alive? I forgot.
I would. It would bring me.
We don't
didn't
kill
catch it.
anything.
It
We
would
don't
bring
kill
me
anything.
great joy.
It's true.
If you made a perception check.
Oh no.
It's a 19.
With a 19, Virgil, you feel as if you are being watched. Back to the tree. So you are
I'm just
awaiting.
gonna switch out to. I'm gonna like get Ellie on deck.
Got
That's
it.
all.
You see a bit of movement in the trees past you, but it is just for a second, and you're not even sure if it was actually there. But you feel as if you are being watched. As you await the appearance of the dread bird, it is a moment of you standing there with the Pokéball in hand and Gorp in the other hand. And as you stand there respectfully waiting, after a moment, as the sun is almost completely, crossed over the horizon, the Hoot Hoot, once again, the same way that it did before, just on the one leg, just sort of like rotates down and is now looking at you with one eye open.
Hey man, it's me again. Yeah, it's good to see you. I'm glad you liked the gorp that I left, and I wanted to say, first of all, thanks for not pecking me in the face and eyes earlier when I did run into your tree, because that's happened before, and you would have been within your rights. But I just think it's really chill that you didn't do that to my face or eyes, and thanks. Second of all, I've been fighting like mice and stuff, and like mugging them and like kidnapping them in these nuts, and I'm really not sure how I feel about that for like the past afternoon. But I figured like as long as like I'm making like a team of rivals, you know, like people that can work together and I don't know, live together, I thought maybe you seem like a chill guy. So I got gorp, got in from your perspective probably an endless supply of gorp, and I got this nice nut, which is kind of like your tree, like in a place you can live. And I'm not going to fight you because it seems like you got a pretty good situation set up here. But if you would like to hang out with me and figure out what our whole steez is and have some gorp, I wanted to offer it to you.
And it like squints a little bit as well as it's just hanging upside down in the tree. Go ahead and make a poke handling check and make it at advantage because you've been good to this hoot.
I've been real good to this hoot. That's a 19 plus 4. 23.
23. I think that with a 23, you are holding out these things in your hand, and the hoot actually like comes down from the tree. It flits down, and it actually, I think that if your arms are outstretched,
like a statue,
then perches on the one arm with the gorp. You just feel the talons just sort of in your forearm as it has mounted itself there, and it goes to peck at some of the gorp, and then it turns around. Just this globe of a body just whoop, goes around as the foot stays completely in place, and it just looks at you.
Woo! Hell yeah, dude! Getting this nut. And I touch the nut to the hoot.
You gingerly place the dusk ball against the forehead of the hoot as it makes eye contact with you, with both eyes now, not just squinting at you. But it goes into the dusk ball, which shakes once and just clicks.
Yes.
You have befriended a hoot.
Convinced one to join you.
Virgil, I'm so happy that I don't have to have this life of like mugging and then kidnapping Pokemon.
That was really impressive.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how relieved I am.
Chev, I think you can go wherever you want now.
And I walk on back over to Virgil.
Evie.
I gotta name this bird. And I'm gonna keep the bird and maybe send back the Azurill.
Send back the Azurill?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Arn's Pokeball whoop teleports away. It is quiet once more in the forest. Jacques, make a perception check.
So how does Chev help with that?
With a perception check?
Because he's got proficiency.
Yeah, so essentially whatever Pokemon is your active, if it has proficiency in certain skills, it's essentially like, you know, since it's out of its Pokeball, it's hanging with you, it's that it can help you with certain things. Like, you know, if it's got proficiency in athletics, if you're trying to push something, you know, like the Totodile can help you push whatever.
When you say help, do you mean like the help action?
The help action, it gives you advantage.
Good, because I had a 5. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
With Chev's help. How was he? Was he good?
Yeah, he was real good. I mean, I think he was him, and I think that allowance allowed him to be calm.
Chev's a good dude. I've traveled with him a while.
Very cool.
Yeah, you just gotta watch out.
I think the common people probably would be afraid of Chev, but it's because they don't understand him.
Yeah,
the trial of grasses takes a lot out of you and can change you.
We just gotta tell, you know,
the fear of mutagens.
Yeah,
is very high.
Toss a berry to
your Chev.
The kitty, fox, O Valley of Plenty.
You should write a song about that.
I broke my E string, remember? This is my first roll.
Do you need it? I'm sure they have.
Wait, hold on, I'm perceiving something.
As you all are heaping this praise upon Chev, you look down at this good and terrible lad, and you see that his eyes are fixed upon the tree line.
Evie.
Yo, I think there's something up in that tree line.
As you look in the direction that Chev is facing, you take a moment as your eyes are still adjusting a little bit, yeah, as the sun sets over the horizon within the tree line. With your natural 20, with the help of Chev, you see 2 large feline shapes prowling in the trees.
What? I'm sorry, what? Let's go.
And that's where we'll end this episode.
Yes, and.
Whoa.
Let's go. can the catchphrase for this series be "Gotta nut 'em all"?
Put him in a nut, Pokemon.
Gotta nut 'em all.
Got another mouth. Oh no.
That's cut.
What are you talking about?
There it goes.
It was all cut to begin.
That's cut. That's true.